Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome to another Journal with Me video. Today I have decided to give it a tea stain background, but since I'm working in a book and I can't really dip it into the tea stain solution and bake it in the oven, I have an alternative way that I tea stain, and I just basically make a cup of tea for myself and I let the tea bag sit in there for a bit and just wait until it cools down, because that water will be extremely hot, so be careful that you don't burn yourself. And I just press most of the water out of the tea bag and then I just dab it all over the page. Leave it to dry, and if you would like it to be a little bit darker, just fetch another tea bag and repeat the process. Next, I am moving on to this Tim Holtz stencil that I've got, and I'm using some distress ink in the color Weathered Wood, and I'm just adding this design sporadically over the page wherever I feel I want a bit of it. And I love how this background turned out. It's actually one of my favorite ones that I've done so far, and I would be happy to repeat it again, just maybe using a different color scheme. I got this pamphlet, The Sea Road Ferries. This whole entry is about going on the ferry from Toronto to Queen's Cliff in Geelong and then visiting the 12 Apostles. So I've got some ephemera that I've collected along the way, and I've got this pamphlet that our tickets were attached to, and I've just removed the tickets so I can tip it in easily, and then I'm going to be stapling the tickets back on there. Now this is a Tim Holtz washi tape, and usually I'm very impressed with them and they work very well, but recently I took mine out of the drawer and I left it on my desk in a container, and I think during the summer with all the sun that we had and the hot weather, the glue started to become more sticky. So now whenever I'm trying to use the washi tape, I'll just be getting pieces of it. So that's quite a shame. Keep that in mind if you have washi tape that you really love, just where you store it. I don't know if it's happened to any of you, but this is the first time that it's happened to me, and normally I never have a problem with this type of washi. I've got this book page and I'm just going to be folding it into an envelope. I'm using some glue just to close the sides up, because later on I'll be taking it to the sewing machine, and when I usually sew something I will use some glue just to reinforce it, and it also makes the sewing process much easier. This is another book that I got on our day of traveling, and I want to have a part of this map in the spread, so I'm just tearing the piece off where you can see where the ferry left off, and then I'm just going to be layering the photo over it. Just using a normal glue stick to stick the map to the page, and then for the photo I'm going to use wet glue just to make sure that it's sticking, since it's made out of a very heavy photo paper. I'm also going to be adding this stamp at the bottom. I'm just trying to see which one, but I end up going just for that normal blue one with the buildings. I'm going to the sewing machine to just stitch the envelope, If you do not have a sewing machine, then you can definitely do faux stitching with just a normal pen. I've got a leftover piece of doily there, and I'm going to be adding it to the front of the envelope with a ephemera piece that I got from a Tim Holtz pack. I'm just going to be putting this envelope to the side and waiting for that to dry before I decorate the back of it. I've got this journaling card and these cute little stickers, but they're not very sticky, so I'm just reinforcing it with some glue to make sure that it's going to stick to this card. And I'm going to be adding my photo there, and then later on I'll be doing some journaling at the back. I am making 2 sets of these cards since I've got so many photos, and I need to figure out a way to work it into this spread. And now getting back to the envelope, I am going to be doing a collage element here at the bottom using that blue stamp, and I'm also going to be adding some of this lace, and then I wanted to incorporate the blue button as well because I think it ties in so well with the blue pamphlet and also the photos. I'm using normal embroidery thread just to sew the button to the piece of lace. I'm going to be adding those journaling cards with the photos to the envelope, and I'm using another sticker here just to make a spot there for me to put the dates in. And then I'm going to be starting to write some of my thoughts down and all my memories from this day. I'm going to be doing some journaling at the back of these cards as well, and I'm just writing more about the photos. And I'm going to be decorating the back of it, but I don't want to add too much to it because I feel like that's just going to be way too much. So I've added some washi to the top and the bottom of the one tag, and on this tag I'll be adding some fabric. I'm going to be paper clipping the envelope to this page and then just adding those journaling cards to the envelope. I really find it irritating that the envelope piece, the top part's popping up all the time, so I've just closed it up with some washi tape. And then this page is completely done. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care, and I'll see you in my next one.